back after the controversy on my part for GB just losing against France. So congratulations, France, you're through to the finals. GB will be placed in rankings between 3rd and 4th. Up here with me I have Benny from who's going to represent Norway, and Joran who's going to represent Dutch. So
yeah, go Dutch.
So it's the Netherlands versus the Dutch. Sorry, Netherlands versus
Pretty good
Norway.
breakout for Norway. Get into Snake and into Dorito 1. But they
Norway loses 2.
Loses 2 actually, yeah.
Yeah, I think
and
that's
the Snake's
3.
gone, so there's only the Dorito corner and Dorito 1 left. I don't think they're aware of that actually.
Yeah. The Dutch is still 5 alive.
Yeah, they're looking really confident. You're on. This is basically Bad Boys, aren't they?
This is basically Bad Boys 1 and 2 combined, and yeah, they put in a lot of work during the winter, and yeah, they're training 1-2 times a week against teams like Amsterdam Heat and guys like that. So
yeah, they're looking really strong.
Yeah.
See, last year Norway won the under-19s.
Yeah.
So do you know which teams they're from, Benny? Like
yeah, they have a couple of guys from Blast.
Yeah.
Renault Blast plays they play in SPL 1, and then they have a few or more guys from some Solid 2 in Open Division 1 actually.
So we've got some strong teams out there compared to the other under-19 teams that we have that showed up. Like just like the youngsters that are keen and they put a team together with the backing of their own country, whereas you've got the likes of GB, France, Netherlands, and Norway, and they've got experience playing at Millenniums. So. This should be some exciting games, really. But Bad Boys look really, well, I shouldn't say Bad Boys, the Netherlands look really dominant just now.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, it is Bad Boys, so they're really used to playing together. And that's I think that's a big advantage. If you see a lot of the national teams there, they're not used to playing together, so it's always working out what you're going to do and what your role is in the team. And you can't be a different role in your own team than you can be in the nationals team, of course.
Yes.
So it's the guys from Solid 2. It's their first time or their first round playing all the Millenniums this year.
Yeah.
So they're pretty new in that, but they're a solid team. So I think they just communicate and it's important that they also look after each other, not only on what's going on the field, but also make sure that you guys are okay.
Sure, and they're current champions, so. They don't want to let that go to their head. And I like their jerseys. In fact, the jerseys look a little bit like the Bad Boys jerseys.
Yeah.
So it confused me just now when they just started. But yeah.
But you can't miss the bright orange of Holland.
No. But both teams sponsored by Anthrax. Anthrax jerseys are in your face. They look really good out there.
Yeah. They do a good job. Awesome.
Yeah. So Norway on your screens, and they'll be starting again on the left.
Yeah. So actually, all of those guys who are in right now in the pictures from Dom and Solid 2, and then you have the 2 on the Snake side is from Blast. Here we go, 10 seconds.
Most of the teams at this event are favouring Snake, and Netherlands have.
3-1 off the break on Norway's side. We also make it into Snake 2 pretty quickly.
Yeah, Norway loses 1. And the Dutch is still 5 up.
No, Dutch just lost their Snake player.
Sorry.
It's 4-on-4.
4-4, basically the same positions.
You got Dorito 2 on Netherlands. You got Dorito 2.
Norway make it back in the Snake.
Now it looks like it swung. So you've got Norway dominant in the Snake side, and you've got Dutch dominant on the Dorito side. We'll see where this game pans out. It's 4 against 4.
It's important now that the Dorito corner actually stays on the tape to make sure that they don't make the moves up, because Netherlands have just made it to the 50 Dorito.
Yeah. So on your screens is Falla from Norway. He's playing Dorito corner. It's a hard bunker to play. You played that, haven't you, Benny?
Once they get into Snake 2, you have to stay really, really tight on your bunker. Now it looks like they lost another one, and
both lost another one. It's 3-on-3 right now.
Even Stevens with a point.
I do think though that Norway maybe have the advantage right now, just because they have a broader. Yeah,
I agree. Yeah. So the Snake players just shot out the cowbell on Dorito's side. So it's now 3-on-2 in Norway's favour, and this would be a good point if they can steal it back.
I don't think the Snake's aware that they don't have anyone left on the Snake side, and both actually are shooting on Dorito's side. No one's paying attention to the Snake.
Yeah, that's right. The 2 players remaining for the Dutch are blind to Westgard in Snake 50. and he's now aware where they are, talking to his teammates. So it's good teamwork.
Yes, to stay very tight because, well, and there he goes.
Wow,
left for Norway. Well done, guys.
Yeah, that was a well worked point actually, because the Dutch came out more dominant. Both teams lost a player each, and Norway worked it to their favour to steal the point.
That's the thing on this field, though. You can't actually be down by bodies and still win it if you play it smart. You know, it's working together as a team and making sure that you're doing the right moves.
So, just check. The ref is just checking if he's clean.
And he is?
Yeah, he is.
Well
so
done,
the
guys.
point goes to Norway. Benny, you've been playing yesterday and today for obviously Poison Ivy. So I'm going to ask you about Poison Ivy. So I'm not talking about it. But how did it go yesterday?
Yesterday was not very good. It took some time to actually figure out what we were doing and playing the field right. I think we took too much advice from everyone else and tried to make that our own. And today we just figured out, you know what, we're just going to do our thing.
Yeah, but you looked strong today. It was awesome.
Yeah, I think it was a good game for us today. We kind of figured out some stuff, and we had a good meeting yesterday. Talked about the field and what works and what doesn't work, and so we changed some things up, and it worked out. So we won 4-2 today.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we're still or if we're through. We're currently number 3 in our group. We're only -1, so we might make it in as a lucky loser.
Yeah. The way the draw works in Division 1 is you can go through a wild card. So even though you're not qualified in your group, you can still scrape through.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's also in the SPL on. They're now the best 4 third places still make it into Sunday's club, and that's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, but it's nice as well, because the amount of effort and training that everyone puts in to go out on Saturday, it's a heartbreaker. And we know that CPL teams have gone out as well today. So there's a few upside down smiley faces walking around, pros. But right now we have the semi-finals, Netherlands versus Norway. It's 1 apiece. Prior to this game, GB lost to France. Very close game, so France won 4-3, which I've heard was a bad move from the GB player at the end there, which threw away the point, and it was a 2-for-1. And so, yeah, congratulations to France. You're through to the finals. So whoever wins this game will go through to the under-19s finals.
So it's Norway on the screen right now, getting ready. It's 10 seconds. See if the Dorito player makes it out this time.
That's right. They're swapped ends. This is it's not CPL format. It's SPL. Race to 4. 10 minutes.
Both teams make out. 5 alive. Netherlands loses the snake off the break.
Yeah, that was a nice lane.
Quick lane to Dorito. No, snake 2, and we got Dorito 1 also.
It's good laning from Norway, but both teams have lost a player.
He's wrapping, actually, the snake's wrapping around the little M on the snake 2 to get a shot in on a little Aztec on the Dorito side.
Yeah, you're totally right. You can't see that on your screens right now, but Netherlands are not dominant snake side, and Norway are capitalising on that by wrapping around the snake.
Netherlands just made a bump into the Dorito 2, so they got Dorito 1, Dorito 2, and actually the Dorito corner, leaving only the little Aztec on the snake side, kind of fending for himself there.
Norway now in the 50 Dorito on the snake side.
Yeah, there's a key bunker. If he stays alive, this is where you win games.
They need to play smart to make this happen. Communicate with each other.
Yeah. The Dorito 1 on the Netherlands side saw him getting in there and tried to get a shot on him right now.
The Dorito 2 is trying to get a shot in on Lil Aztec there.
See, Norway are dominant because they're in the best positions, whereas the Dutch have overloaded Dorito side, which leaves their snake side vulnerable.
It's a difficult shot for the Dorito 1 also on Netherlands. So actually, you have a teeny tiny gap in between snake 2 and snake 1, but that's difficult to actually hold that.
At the little Aztec now on the snake side, got a shot on the Dorito at the 50 because the guy on the Dorito side moved up.
So you got Dorito 1, Dorito 2 actually on both teams, and Dorito 2, Dorito 3 on the Netherlands.
The Dutch just lost their Dorito corner. Like you said, if the snake gets dominant, you're not going to live in that bunker.
Yeah. And also, it's a tricky bunker to be in because you kind of have to actually gunfight to get out of it, to get a shot in. But if we see the snake corner in Norway is actually holding down, trying to make sure no one makes a move up the snake. You should probably actually look infield to make sure that
You see the player is communicating across field. He needs to, it's all about awareness. He's aware that there's a player in the cowbell, but he's not aware that there's a player in Dorito too. So he's asking his teammates, "Where is he?"
This looks like both teams now kind of. You can tell that both teams want this. They're not doing any stupid moves. They're making sure everyone's alive and they're helping each other, making sure they know where everyone is. You see the Dorito 2 on the Netherlands and the little Aztec on the Snakes actually crossing up.
Yeah.
Especially with a score like this, it's 1-1, so it's basically, everybody calls it 0-0.
Only 4 minutes left on the clock as well, so someone has to actually. There goes the 50 Dorito for Netherlands.
So that's a big kill now.
And,
Dorito 2's gone.
So only Dorito 2 left then for the Netherlands actually. So it's
Norway was able to capitalize on that, and now they're finishing it off.
Here it goes. He's out.
Yeah. That again, it was another point. Norway have worked well together. It's good tactical play, good teamwork, and the Dutch actually, being bad boys, they practice reball, don't they, all the time?
No, they practice normal paintball.
Oh, I heard that one of the bad boys has a reball field in his basement.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But they only do like snap shooting and stuff like that.
Yeah, so main skills rather than
yeah, exactly.
Okay. Wow.
Solid 2 and Blast also mostly do reball. You know, in Norway it gets cold pretty fast, and you don't really have the opportunity to play outside anymore. We don't have any big infields either, so it's basically reball all winter and all off season. So that's, it's shorter distances and it's more difficult to actually